Hello, we're going to do an absolute value problem. Absolute value is the absolute distance that something is from zero. So if you think of a number line, I'm going to draw real quick here. If here is 0, and let's pretend that we're going up 5 places, and let's say that here is where A is. Well, if we go down, instead of going positive, we go negative, and we go to -5. And let's say that's where B is. Well, you would agree that A and B are both the same distance from 0, right? They're both 5 places from 0. Now, A is at +5, +5, and B is at -5, but their absolute values are the same. They're both the same distance from 0. Okay. So when you're solving an equation that has an absolute value in it, you want to think about it the same way. This question says, solve the absolute value of 3t minus 4 is equal to 15 for t. So what this is saying is that the distance that 3t minus 4 is from 0 is equal to 15. Now the way you interpret that in an equation is going to be the same for any equation you do, is that 3t minus 4 is equal to 15, or the negative of 3t minus 4 is equal to 15. Okay, and that's how you get rid of those absolute value signs, is that you set this up as two different equations that you're going to solve. One is the positive version of it, like the +5 we did up here on the number line, and one is the negative version of it, which is like the B, or the -5 we did over here on the number line. Okay, I'm going to label these 1 and 2, and we'll take them separately. Okay, so then you just solve both equations. The first one is 3t minus 4 is equal to 15. You add 4 to both sides of the equation, and then divide by 3, and that tells you that t is equal to 19/3. If we do the second equation, which is negative 3t minus 4 is equal to 15, we're going to multiply that -1 through both terms, both the 3t and the -4, so that gives us a minus 3t plus 4 is equal to 15. Then we subtract 4 from both sides of the equation, and then divide both sides of the equation by -3. So our answer that I'm going to write down here at the bottom is that t is equal to 19/3 or -11/3. And most often when you see an absolute value problem, you're going to end up with two possible answers. So what this is saying is that when t is 19/3 or -11/3, then that original equation is true. The distance that 3t minus 4 is from 0 is going to be 15 for either one of those values.